crosses all around your house.
New unit's gonna get into position.
I need some cover here, Donnie. Smoke the door. We got a fire. This will be our next customer right here.
Please, freeze!
They decide to hurt themselves.
Well, I want to see a search warrant.
You're not going to, because there isn't one.
Why you stopped me?
I mean, you drove up to it. You crashed.
Right now, you're under arrest for being an idiot, okay?
Mind, we don't need to be on the news.
Most people that we're dealing with tonight are like yourself. You're very pro-police.
This program contains actual police footage. No reporters, no recreations.
We had an armed robbery yesterday morning about 8:30 or so at the Sears Gas Bar, 100th and King George. Pretty routine fellow went in, demanded that the clerk open the till. She initially refused. She was pretty ballsy, and then he indicated that he had a knife, at which point she complied. Stole the cash from the drawer of the till and also 6 cartons of cigarettes. She had a very good description of the fellow, including a couple of important points. One is that he's missing his upper right front tooth, and the second was that he was wearing a navy blue leather jacket that had the word Canada written on the back with white letters. And yesterday afternoon I was talking with Dave Wilson, and we recalled that our last night shift, on 2 occasions I dealt with a fellow by the name of Calvin. First time was over at his apartment, and then later on the street we got him with a deck of cocaine. He's an admitted cocaine and heroin addict, and a very noticeable gap or missing front tooth up here, and also he was wearing that jacket. So there's no doubt in my mind he's the fellow responsible. They had no money at all. I see some coke off them. They were really hurting and very upset they didn't have any money left to go and buy any more drugs. So we're going to go arrest him, and also I've just got a search warrant signed, and we're going to be looking for a few items. Ingrid will be the exhibit person, so if the rest of us can search, locate anything, just point out to her and she'll seize it. The items we're going to be looking for will first of all be the jacket, black gloves, a pair of black...
Driving gloves or just like...
Black leather, not as thin as driving gloves, but not really thick like winter gloves either. That's how she described it to me. A pair of black jeans. Nothing noteworthy about them. A pair of tinted brown sunglasses. She couldn't really describe the frame, thought the frame might be brown as well, but the lenses were more tinted brown as opposed to any other color. And 6 cartons of cigarettes. They're all Players. 4 of them are Players Light, and 2 are Players Medium. We don't want to do the search if he's not there, because at the very least we won't get the jacket, and that's one of the primary pieces of evidence. So just myself and perhaps one other member will go to the front door and knock. If he's there, great, we'll do the search. If not, I'll just indicate to whoever's there that they're looking for Calvin to talk to him about what we arrested him on last week.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. Be aware inside, really watch out for needles. They have a lot around there. When I arrested he and his wife, she had a fanny pack full of needles. So be careful about that. And the one other thing to keep in mind, this fellow's pretty level-headed when I've dealt with him. He did indicate he had a knife, so be aware of weapons.
Yep.
And the one last thing, when we went to the house looking for him, or the apartment looking for him, our last night shift, we're actually going, I had source information that another fellow was staying there who there's county-wide warrants out for, and he's violent, dangerous. He's the fellow who was recently in the paper as one of the most wanted, who smacked a guy over the back of the head with an axe. So possibly he could be there. He's indicated to people that he has nothing to lose. 2 of the members are going to be waiting at the back side of the apartment building here. I've just pointed out the unit. Actually, there's a fellow right there that kind of looks a lot like him. Let's see, back up here, get another look at him, see if it is him. Yeah, that is. Right now, you're under arrest for armed robbery, okay?
Oh, you guys gotta be
No,
kidding.
I'm not kidding. Put your hands behind your back.
I don't do shit like that.
Put your hands behind your back.
Armed robbery where? Where's there be an armed robbery?
This is all about the armed robbery yesterday morning at the Sears gas station.
I didn't.
Well,
I was helping someone move. I can
Okay,
prove it.
I don't want to talk to you right now about it, okay? There's a couple things. We've got a search warrant for your residence,
Yeah.
okay? And we're going to be going up there and going through it, okay?
Go ahead. I was helping someone move from 5 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock last night. I can prove it. There was 12 people. I'd like, could I? No, I got.
Yeah, I'll talk to him here for a sec.
Yeah, because this is crazy. I can prove my whereabouts. I didn't do no armed robbery. I ain't stupid.
Okay. Where's the jacket that you were wearing the other night when I found that coke on you?
What jacket?
The black or blue leather one, said Canada on the back.
I had the only leather one. I don't have a black leather jacket.
Well, you were wearing one the other night when we popped you.
I have one with, it's a bluish color, but it's a drilling coat.
Okay, you were wearing one that said Canada across the
I
back.
don't have a Canada jacket. I'm not shitting you. You can go through the house. I don't have a Canada jacket.
Grab a seat in the back here right now.
Yeah.
Inside a box here out on the porch is a cash register. It was sort of well hidden, taped up in this box. Obviously stolen from a B&E at some point. Hopefully we'll be able to track it down through a serial number, or at least just by the description of the cash register. There aren't that many stolen. I think we've also had a couple recent armed robberies where a fellow took the whole cash register, just got fed up trying to get it open. Doing the search right now is kind of a long and tedious process to go through. As you can see, the apartment's pretty filthy. There's dirty clothes everywhere. Everywhere you stick your hands, you have to be aware of making sure you don't get poked with a needle. And realistically, some of the items could be hidden anywhere. So just have to take our time, make sure we do a thorough job, and hopefully get lucky. When we do a search, we try not to make too much of a mess. But in here, it's just about impossible not to, and I don't think it looks much worse than when we came in. There's all sorts of stuff all over here. There's a pair of dirty diapers on the floor, handcuffs there on the dresser. It's pretty incredible. All sorts of needles in here. Some are loose, some are packaged. There's a plastic glass on the back of the bed that's also loaded with needles. So these people are living here, going to bed right next to these needles all the time, and could get poked at any time. Probably not too much of a concern in their lives. Okay, we're just heading out of the residence now. Unfortunately, we didn't find the jacket that we're looking for. There's a number of pairs of black pants here and other items that could fit the bill, but nothing really specific enough to say for sure that that's them. We're taking these two cash registers with us. We should be able to identify them from a B&E or armed robbery. And as far as this investigation goes, we'll be going back now, putting together a photo lineup, get the victim to view the photo lineup, see if she can ID him. The photos that we use for this purpose are all people that we've arrested in the past, and the prisoner photos that we take of them. Once we have 8 photographs, we'll put them in a photo lineup ballot. The card that we put them in looks similar to this. However, in a case such as this, which is more serious, there's at least one armed robbery that we're looking at, and as things are piecing together, it looks like there might be several more that he's responsible for. We'll take the pictures that we have and do blow-ups of them and put it together on a cardboard sheet. The blow-up consists just of the face. The face occupies the whole picture area. It makes it a lot easier for the person viewing the lineup to identify the subject. We've just finished selecting 8 photographs for the lineup, and we've put the lineup together now. The 8 photographs are quite similar. Should be a pretty good lineup. The witness is waiting outside for us. We'll let her take a look at it, and at no time will we let her know whether or not she's picked the right person. In this case, the suspect is located in position number 3, and if she happens to pick number 3, we'll proceed from there. Okay, you'll be viewing a photograph identification lineup card containing 8 photographs numbered 1 to 8. The person you witnessed may or may not be present in this photograph lineup. Please carefully look at each photograph. Take as much time as you need. The photograph you view may or may not be a recent photograph of the subject. If you can positively identify the person you saw, please write the number that corresponds to that photograph on the space provided below. Please do not guess. Should you not recognize the person you saw, please leave the space blank. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
Three.
The witness did a great job. She only had to look for 14 seconds, made a point of looking at each picture, and was very definite in picking number 3 here. So from here on, we'll just process him, do the interview, and see what he has to say. But she was very good the day of the robbery, dealt with it very well, and again, she did a great job here. Makes our job a lot easier. I've dealt with you before, you've dealt with me before, we've spoken. I haven't been a jerk with you, and you've been very reasonable to deal with also. So, I don't want to sit here and...
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I don't want to sit here and waste my time. I don't want to waste your time. I was off 3 hours ago, and I'm really tired. So, there's no point in being around the bush here. Obviously, we know you did that armed robbery.
No.
What do you mean, no?
What do you mean, obviously
Okay.
I did?
Hang on a sec. I don't want you to sit here and lie to me. We know you did it. She described you to a T. We took you upstairs. We took your photograph, and she identified you in a photo lineup. Here's a copy of the photo lineup right here. See your picture there? Okay.
Yeah, so...
Okay. She ID'd you from that as well. We wouldn't have gone up there and arrested you had we not been sure you did it. She described you with your missing tooth at the front, and she described...
I don't care. I did not do... I got people... I was moving somebody. I did not leave that place. I loaded furniture all morning into the vehicles, and I went over to the house and unloaded. Okay, well, she says I was not at no gas bar at Sears stealing stuff.
Well, you know you lied to me as soon as I arrested you.
What do you mean I lied to you?
You denied having a jacket like I described to you, the black one or dark
I don't
blue.
have a Canada jacket.
Well, you were sure wearing one when we arrested you the other day. There was 3 of us, 3 police officers who dealt with you there, the dog man and the female member. We all saw you with that jacket, and that's
Is that why you arrested me? Because you see me wearing a jacket like that?
That was part of it,
Well,
including the description with the missing tooth.
Am I the only one in Surrey that has a missing tooth?
Probably not.
Or the only one in the world with a missing tooth and wear coat? But I don't own a coat like that.
Maybe you don't own it. You might have borrowed it from someone, but you were wearing it, right? You were wearing it the other day when
Big deal.
popped. I'm not saying it's a big deal. All I'm doing is saying that you were wearing it and you were lying to me about it when I first arrested you tonight. The person's wearing a jacket exactly like we saw you wearing. The victim at the robbery describes perfectly that you're missing an upper front tooth right here.
So what?
Hang on. And then, since we've arrested you, we took your photograph. She looked at that, 8 pictures there. We didn't tell her who to pick. She picked out number 3. She picked out you and said that was it. She picked you out like 15 seconds, 14 seconds.
I don't care.
Well, you should care because that's what's going to have you going down for this robbery.
Yeah, but she says that, which I don't, I don't know, it's just... But I can prove I was not nowhere there. These people move.
I think you and your wife are hooked pretty badly right now.
Not to do that.
Hang on. Just listen to me, okay? I've never been hooked on dope, so I don't know what it's like, but from what I've heard, I've worked drug section, I've talked to lots of people around this stuff. When you get hurting, when you get sick, it's pretty bad, and people will do a lot of desperate things. Just about every armed robbery we solve is by someone who's a hype. Okay? Anyways, I don't think that you wanted to get into this stuff, wanted to stay into it. I think you got hooked bad, you got really sick, and were desperate for money. And I think this Bob guy that we're looking for was probably out doing robberies and convinced you it was an easy way to make some bucks.
Surrey from 11. I'm clear of that 214 suspension. I'm at the same location. We've walked right into the middle of a domestic dispute. I'll be talking to both parties here on the street. So what would you folks like me to do for you tonight?
Tell her to go home, and I'm going to my buddies to sleep for tonight.
All right, is that suitable for you, miss? Well, there's no sense you guys getting together tonight if you're going to fight some more.
We're not.
Well, obviously you are fighting. You both come over to the place and ask for help.
She wouldn't go home.
Okay, where's your, how old are you?
26.
How old are you?
23.
And where's your home?
Right on 105 Ave.
And you guys live together? Common law?
Yeah.
All right. What happened to your car tonight, miss?
It's not my car.
Friend's car.
And it broke down?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if you've both been drinking heavily tonight, I don't think it's a good idea that you're driving, or we're just going to pick you up down the road.
They're not drinking.
Oh, they're sober?
Yeah, they're sober.
Okay, and you're going to go to a friend's house tonight?
I'm going right there to that car. She lives that way. I just don't want to be bugged.
Okay, maybe it's a good idea if you start walking that way, okay? Because he's going to go anyway. You can't force him to stay.
She's got cuts all over her arm, so I would like her to be brought to a hospital.
If you want her brought to a hospital...
No, why should I shut up?
Listen, I don't want to get in the middle of your fight, okay? She's she's a little upset right now, but she doesn't appear suicidal to me at this time. All right? All right, so I think the best thing for you guys to do is...
You better take me to a hospital, because I will.
You will what?
As soon as he f***ing leaves, I will.
You will what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
Look, she's got all recent scars on her arms.
Let's take a look at your arms.
For a night, she cuts herself up.
Let's go take a look at your arms. Do you want me to drive you to the hospital? I don't think you're going to harm yourself, do you?
Oh, you don't think so?
I hope not. Now, this is all over a little fight with your boyfriend. Tomorrow, when you're both sober...
No. Tomorrow, I want to know if he's going to leave me. Am I ever going to see you again, or what?
Of course, you'll see him tomorrow.
Don't leave me f***ing hanging, because I hate it.
I told her I would call her when I got to my buddies anyways.
Bullshit.
Is that right?
You won't, because you'll be too
I was
cool
even leaving the
to
house. She had a
call in
razor
front of
blade
your
arm. She
buddy.
just had stitches, recent stitches. Yeah. She will cut herself.
You think maybe it's a good idea you go home with her and have a little chat with her, make sure she gets into bed okay tonight?
No, I'm not going home.
No? So you don't care about what happens to her then, do you?
I care, but I go through this all the time. I mean, should I always have to put up with this, or what?
Well, no, but you're both adults, and you should both make a decision. Either you stay together or you separate.
Right. That's right.
All right?
But
This is
we've
not
already
doing...
had that decision many times. Anyway, it's not against
So
the
it
law
should
for
be
me to
a
leave
joint
right now.
decision.
It's not against the law for you to leave right now, sir.
And her name's Marlene. She'll probably end up in the hospital tonight.
Now, Marlene, how much have you had to drink tonight? Lots. Are you drunk right now?
No. I don't know.
Do you want to come to jail tonight?
No.
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 Well, listen, I have to be satisfied that you're not going to do anything silly to yourself
Okay,
tonight.
well, I'll go right home right now. There's nothing else I can do, I guess.
Are you going to behave yourself? You're not going to harm yourself? Give me your word on that?
I swear.
Good. You're just a little bit upset, okay? But the bottom line is this. You've had too much to drink tonight, and so has he, and that's the biggest part of your problems tonight is alcohol related. All right, he'll be back tomorrow. There's no two ways about it. He cared enough to come over here and ask us to help. So that tells you a little bit. Okay? All right, do you have a child with him?
No.
No? All right, so the last thing you want to do is do anything silly to yourself because you have a child. The child needs a mother, right?
Not anymore.
Well, you still do.
Yeah,
You'll always
but-
be a mother, and
yeah,
the child
I'll
needs a
always be
mother.
your mom.
All right, remember that. Okay, so you give me your word you're not going to do anything silly?
I swear.
Okay, good.
I'm too chicken to do it anyways.
I think so. But you're a nice girl, so. All right, head her home and look after yourself. You're okay to make it home?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. He'll be back in the morning. Don't worry about it. All right, as soon as he sleeps it off, he'll be back. You know how to get a hold of us if you need us.
Yeah.
All right, good night, Marlene.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye-bye now. This gentleman is you saw a few minutes ago comes up to the police car asking for help. Him and his girlfriend have been arguing all night and they've been drinking all night. And to quote him, "Could you get her off my back?" he says. So we find out what's happening, and they've been going at it off and on here for the last year or so. They're living common law. And he's just had enough of her tonight, and they've had enough of each other. And he's admitted striking her in the mouth. And a few minutes later, she comes over, and sure enough, she's got a big fat lip. And I asked her if she wants him charged for assault. She says, "No, I deserve it. I asked him to hit me." So with that, there's no chance of any criminal charges against him. And she was upset at first, and she calmed down, and he went his way for tonight, and she went her way.
What's he doing above? Is he in there?
There's two guys sitting at the table, and that's...
Coming out?
They're not moving. Now they're moving.
Manny. You Manny?
No.
Where's Manny?
He's in bed sleeping.
He's in bed.
No, he isn't.
He was just out in the street running around, hollering and screaming he's gonna kill someone.
Yeah,
You mind? Can you come in and talk to him?
I know.
Why not?
Because he's f***ing sleeping.
Who's sitting at the table with you there?
He's sitting at the table?
Who's sitting at the table with you?
Scotty.
What's your name, son?
Son.
Hey, what's going on here?
Hi, how you doing there?
You guys doing my reserve? Oh, cheap picker, you guys get off, okay? You're just like you white people, they only block the reserve here. Okay, you guys want to move? Get out here?
About the basement
We'll look at herself. If we're going to fight, we're going to fight. We'll kill each other, we'll kill each other. You guys be happy. Good Indian's dead Indian. Remember that.
Okay, well...
That's what you guys law, right? Okay?
I heard that it was coming from
Okay?
here, okay? All right.
Okay? If I want to fight those people next time, I'm going to fight them. And I'm going to kill them. I'm going to fight them, damn right. Okay, you guys move. I don't want you on my reserve. Get off. You guys are trespassing. You're trespassing. A bunch of rats back there. A bunch of rats. So I'm going to kill them. Okay?
Oh, him next door.
Okay, you guys get off my reserve. Get out my reserve, but don't like us. They're C-31s. I hate C-31s. We're gonna fight those son of bitches. We're gonna fight them. I'll fight them by myself, okay? I don't want you people here.
Okay, well,
you get
outside, okay? We'll deal with it, all right?
Get out here. I don't want you. Get out here. You guys are trespassing on any land. Don't stand there like a goddamn totem pole. We'll be here. Go out here, you damn bitches.
It's very typical when we get called down to the reserve here. They want us here when things get out of hand or when things are a little dicey. But as soon as things aren't so dicey, they want us off their land. And they start screaming and shouting that it's their land and we're trespassers and to get off their land. But as soon as the chips are down, we're the first ones they call.
Be out at 200 East 3rd with a man down.
And this is 5 Charlie 11?
10-4.
Westbound, X-ray Juliet Mike 874 Red Mustang.
Hello. Wake up. Wake up, sir. Hey. You okay? You all right? You all right? Wait. Hey, you okay? It's police.
5 Charlie 11.
5 Charlie 11?
Can you send me a wagon for a sip, please?
This is for, he's got 2 on board right now, there's a pickup waiting.
You okay?
Yeah.
How come you're sleeping here?
Hey?
How come you're sleeping here? Whoa, whoa. Okay, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. There you go. Sit up now. What's your name, pal?
Derek.
What's your last name, Derek?
That's the liver over there.
You told me you live nowhere. You can't even walk, man. You just sit down, okay? I don't want you to fall down and hurt yourself, pal. Sit down. Sit down. What do you got up your sleeve there, Derek? A little bit of wine, eh? Cooking wine. You know this stuff will kill you, eh? It's not good for you.
Oh, come on, don't do that. Come on, please.
Like you're gonna take it to detox with you?
Oh, she's gonna own me.
Yeah,
for now?
Not really. Got any more, Derek?
No, you just dumped it, right? You happy now? Oh. Oh my fucking goddamn. What do you call it? Wine out?
Cooking wine.
Cooking wine. You fucking happy now? You fucking dumped my cooking wine out. If I had a gun, I'll shoot you, man.
You wouldn't do that to me, pal. I'm your friend.
You wanna bet? You never do that.
Oh, they won't let you take it to detox.
Hey?
They won't let you take it to detox.
You ain't gonna detox anyways. There.
Okay, well, we'll send you to jail then.
No, not jail yet. Not yet. What sent me home? He's looking for you. You want to go after him. Go. Did you know? Go. He's looking for you. I can't even fucking see his face. I'm gonna stand right here. So I can't see that fucking light, right?
Okay, Derek, since you're a good guy, we're just gonna give you a warm place to sleep it off, pal. Okay? You're gonna go down to detox. Just till you're sober. Maybe they can clean up your clothes for you a bit down there.
I just live over there.
But you just told me you don't live nowhere. You told me you lived in the back alley.
You know.
Where are you?
Lions Hotel, that's where I live.
Lions Hotel?
Yeah.
How far away is that?
Lock. Even right.
Do you know where you are? What street is this? You don't know. Thank you. Just sit down there for a second. No, just sit down there.
Oh, you want to put those fucking plastic gloves on? You know surgery or what?
The detox or?
Yeah. Well, Derek here's a friendly old run.
Don't twist my arm, all right? Please.
Okay, settle down, Derek.
Side, okay?
On the side?
Side? You need to get on the side now.
You got anything sharp in your pockets there, Derek? You got any needles or rigs or what?
I got 15 needles. You know, I'm gonna stab you. No, I don't fix.
You don't fix, eh? Okay, that's cool.
I'll never fix.
Good for you.
Shit. I ain't into that shit. No, I haven't done nothing.
Okay, here you go.
Wow.
They're not moving.
Hi. Uh-oh, you want to grab your dog? Call your dog. Call your dog. Come here. Billy, come here. Billy, come on. Put your dog in a secure room for me. Well, come in. You come in yourself. I ain't know that. Okay, well, have your dog put in a secure room. I'm not going to come until he's in the room. Come here, Billy.
Shut the door. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Yep.
Because we got a report of a dispute.
Oh, yeah, we're fighting. Never.
What's going on here? Did he hit you tonight? Did you hit him? No? He hit you? You're gonna have to talk to me here. Just calm down. What? I can't hear you. Did he hurt you tonight? What did he do to you tonight? What's that? Your head sore, what happened? Okay, the only thing is here, if he's hit you tonight, we're gonna have to arrest him, okay? So I wanna know if he's hit you tonight. He has.
I really don't want this.
Tell me what happened.
Worse.
It's gonna get a lot worse, don't you think, if you have to stay here tonight with him? So what's going on? You're gonna have to talk to me here. I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. Pardon me?
Nothing is.
So
he's mad. He's in a bad mood.
He's in a bad mood. He hasn't hit you?
No, he's in a bad mood.
He hasn't hit you at all? You're quite sure of that? You said your head's sore. How come it's sore? Do you have somewhere where you can go tonight then?
I don't know.
Do you have any friends here?
No, I don't.
Where are you from?
I'm from Vancouver Road.
Okay. Do you have any friends in this immediate area anywhere? Nobody.
No, no, I know some people from work, but I don't know anyone here. Oh, lived here.
Okay.
I don't know anyone.
I'm sure you fucking that too.
So what's going on?
Nothing, he's in a bad.
He's just in a bad mood.
I guess.
So what's going to happen if we leave here tonight?
I hope not.
You hope not. So you're unsure if he's going to assault you or?
Very unsure.
Okay. Has he hit you tonight? Because if he's hit you, we're going to have to charge him here. Listen, if you're not going to tell me, I can't help you here.
I know.
Who rents this house? Do you?
I do.
You do?
I do, yes. This is, we do. Like, we both do.
Okay.
We both do.
You both do. So what do you want us to do now? You want us to remove him for the night?
No, I just want to go to sleep. Just want everything to go away.
So nothing's happened?
Yeah.
He didn't hit you tonight? Well, how come you're so upset then?
He's just bad news.
So what's he going to be like when we leave here? Because right now we're quite concerned about your safety, so you're going to have to help us out here. So you're unsure what's going to happen when we leave? Because if you're telling me that, I'm going to take him to jail, okay? Because I think he's assaulted you here. I don't think you're sharing everything with me. You're fine. So you're saying he hasn't assaulted you tonight? No. Do you want to go to a shelter or something like that?
No, I'm fine.
You're fine. You want to stay here?
Yeah.
You're sure you want to stay here? So we're going to have no more problems?
Yeah, I hope.
What's the phone number here?
It's 583.
Yeah.
754.
Have access to another phone in case?
I'll plug it in right now.
Okay.
Like, I'm not gonna look at me, man. Do I look like a
Okay. She seems to think everybody thinks it's going to be okay, and if you're saying it's going to be okay, we're out of here. Okay? Not to be back, right?
It'll be okay.
Okay.
Believe me, alright? I'm not in the mad mood. Sorry if you guys had to come here.
No, that's our job.
Like 2 hours ago we were arguing.
Okay. No big deal then. So as long as everybody's okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Sorry, guys.
It's no problem. Okay, what we had here was neighbors called up earlier tonight and just said that there was a domestic dispute going on next door. So basically they just heard yelling and screaming. So we got the call, we came to the address, and everything was calm inside, and both parties seemed to be pretty docile on the Chesterfield there, just watching TV. Things had calmed down quite a bit. So we went in just to make sure everything was okay. I talked to the female, and Constable Dillon talked to the male there, and he advised that nothing much was happening, and the female advised the same thing. She seemed to be quite upset. She had no physical marks or anything. She said she hadn't been assaulted tonight. So basically we come to make sure everybody's okay. If there's a problem with somebody's safety here, we'll try to get one of the parties to leave. Since both parties are cooperative and laying on the couch when we got there, we'll just leave them to themselves tonight. And I was quite confident that no further assault would occur, or no assault at all would occur after we left. I think everything will be okay there.
We're heading to the corner of Main here in the alley. We're responding to a drug overdose call in the alley. The ambulance, the EHS should be there in a minute now. This is a very common call in this area, especially at this time. It's Friday, it's a weekend, so we should be out quite a bit. Anyhow, there's a police officer attending to the gentleman already. So I guess we'll jump out and see what this one's all about. Right now, Mason's checking to see if the guy's breathing. And I'm gonna make sure the oxygen's ready to go in. Yeah. Airway in here. Get a normal size airway. Yeah, I got the O2 ready. Here you go. This should be good for him. Yeah. There you go. And I'll get the O2 ready as I try to revive the guy here.
So he was breathing when he was breathing.
We're gonna give him oxygen at 10-liter flow.
There's a little bit of labored breathing.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
There you go. Turn his head up for me.
Okay, you ready? There you go. Down there. Straight like that.
Turn him on his back. Turn him on his back. Yeah, I'm gonna get the bag ready. Yeah.
Okay.
Get the. I'm gonna get the bag here. Mason, move over. I'll bag. Yeah, Mason, move over. I got it. Yeah. Grab the thing off. Take that off. Yeah. Take the mask off.
Ready?
Yeah.
So he's got a good pulse? Yeah, it's a good strong pulse.
Okay. He's gonna tickle his neck back here, make sure the air is going in.
Yeah, he's got a good pulse. So just watch. Just get him some air and watch for sharps.
As Mason's doing a rapid body survey there to make sure he doesn't have any injuries anywhere. And while he's doing that, he's gonna watch for needles so he doesn't get poked by one of the needles.
Let's take this jacket off.
The reason I'm cranking his neck back right here is to make sure there's air going through it. And you can tell by the rise of his stomach here. And I guess the ambulance are here now, so EHS guys. As soon as the ambulance get here, the captain's gonna explain to them and let them know what we had when we got here and where to carry on and what we've done and the kind of treatment we've given them. And Mason's gonna explain the same thing to them.
Some labor breathing in the bag here and a little bit of saliva inside him.
Pressure on me that side. How's the bagging right now?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
No vomit in his mouth at all?
No.
Let's just take a look. Okay,
Yeah.
continue the bagging. Okay, bag for me. Good. Once again. And again. Okay, and again. Okay. Perfect. Make sure that head's all the way down.
Yeah.
So was the syringe around or anything like that?
No.
Nothing?
No, didn't find anything.
And Any confirmation that he did just shoot up earlier?
No, just a police officer here found him.
Tight Jack? Yeah. And he said when you first got here, he was
over there.
He was on his side, three-quarter prone, with his back and head up against the wall here. Legs up here. And a little bit of saliva coming out of his mouth. Labored breathing. He said, other than that, that was it. So we dragged him out here, put the way in, and then once we got him checked out, tagged out.
And the EHS guys right now are exchanging information with Mason just to make sure they know what they have. Yes, there's no way of telling what kind of drugs he was doing because there's no needles around or anything. So I guess the EHS guys are gonna make their call.
Actually, I got the tape. Worry about that.
Right now, the EHS is shooting him with Narcan, which is the new wonder drug for them, I guess.
Okay, cut it back. Hi.
Yeah.
He's waking up there, eh? Whoa. I want you to take a couple real deep breaths.
I guess the
Let's get him a mask,
knock-on's just taking a
Just relax.
effect there. See the way it boosted him up. So now we're gonna change the just an oxygen mask, so he's still getting.
I know you're okay.
So he's still getting air into his system.
The paramedics here. Okay.
I guess that's why. Yeah. Yeah, it's 10.
Okay. I want you to take a nice deep breath for me. Okay. Nice deep breath. Come on. Nice deep breath. That's it.
I guess that's why they call it the wonder drug. Yeah. Because it kind of just jump-started him like nothing was going on.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. I'm okay, you're okay. Yeah. Usually they come up swinging, but he's pretty calm anyways. And if you're wondering why there's so many people here, we responded because we're a lot closer and there's more of us. And thank you, my brother. And that's probably one of his friends just giving us a rare compliment. Yeah, I got this message. See, he's arguing with the ambulance guys that he doesn't want to go to the hospital. But if they leave him here, within 20 minutes, he'll be back to where he was when we got here. So they have to try and convince him now that it's for his own good to go to the hospital. So, yeah. Yeah, he's arguing he's not going anywhere. But
I just need some information, okay?
So you guys, thank you for your services.
Okay. You need this for a minute.
Yes, I do.
All right. All right. Come on, let's get you on your feet. See how you're on your feet there.
okay, let me get around you.
I need my shoes.
Okay.
Okay, no, I'm
not going to sit. We'll
yeah, I'm
have
okay.
to get him over there.
I want to get my shoes.
They're in the ambulance. We'll put them in the ambulance for
They're
you.
just right there. I'm okay. I'm okay.
I know you're all right.
Just pump that shit, 10 and I'll be fine.
Get it through?
10. Put 10 in, buddy. Please.
Okay.
We're okay. We're okay.
I know. Everything's cool.
You need to put that on your face, eh?
Okay, I'll...
You're gonna be burping like that. That's from bagging.
He's burping like that because of the bagging him will probably fill him up with a lot of oxygen.
What are you doing?
For trying to help me.
We're gonna get you to lay down on the bed here, okay?
Yeah, but I'm okay.
I know you're
all right.
Okay. I'll tell you what you do now. You leave that on your face and breathe
You
out.
guys don't have to take me anywhere. Just leave me here.
Oh, we can't leave you, bud.
Okay.
Okay? So we're gonna look after you here and get you up to the hospital. Okay? So you just stay there real still.
Hey man, listen, can I talk to you?
Yeah, talk through the mask,
just
okay?
Just put that oxygen to me and I'll be on my own way.
Yeah, you will be shortly, but we need to take you to the hospital.
I understand, man.
You leave the oxygen on, okay?
I understand, sir.
Yeah.
I understand, sir.
You need it. That's a boy. Here we go.
Hey, I'm not about to mock you.
So now we're gonna get our stuff together.